We're now joined by two of our friends from the Region 3 Education Service Center. We're welcoming Henry Emiliano and Wade Zadacker. Welcome to Community Crossroads.
Thanks so much for having us. Good morning.
Well, it's great to have y'all here, and thank you for reaching out to spread awareness about the early childhood intervention programs that y'all have here, right here in Victoria.
Yes, absolutely.
So what are some services that we need to know about?
So in general, in as tight of a nutshell as we can offer, the Region 3 Early Childhood Intervention Program's mission is to identify as early as possible any child under the age of 3 who is not meeting developmental milestones at the same rate as other children their age, whether that be from medical diagnoses from birth, issues from birth, or just general growing pains. If there is any type of issue or delay in a child's development, we offer therapy and different services: physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, our main three, to work with these children to get them back on track as quickly as we can.
You mentioned speech therapy. That's something that I see often in my friends with their children. You know, it's an issue at times to get your child to speak comfortably and frequently sometimes. What are some programs that y'all offer for speech therapy?
So we have speech therapists throughout our entire service area. So, and that goes for any therapist, any service that we may provide. It's provided in the county of service, and so if a child lives in that county, then we can go straight to their house and provide those services. And our speech therapy is, like you said, is by far one of our most common therapies that we provide. And it's you know, each program, each speech therapist has their own program that they develop to work with the child in their individual needs, based on what they need to get done, where their goals are, and where they're at right now. So it really differs on the child and how they're doing. Exactly.
And what about vision impairment? Is that something that y'all work to offer?
It is. So there are certain things that we consider automatic qualifiers for eligibility into the program. Visual impairment, or having a visual impairment as defined by the Texas Education Agency, is considered an automatic qualifier for the program. So that we would see as a hindrance to a child's overall ability to succeed in their development, and could be a cause for them to receive services of some kind based on what their overall needs are.
In my other life as a newspaper reporter, I covered, it was something called like the Special Olympics, and it was wonderful. It was put on by Region 3, and you had students who would read Braille competitively. Is that something that y'all take part in throughout the year, or is that kind of more removed?
It's a bit more removed since in the last couple of years, just for everything moving out in its own new directions and addressing new needs that have come up. Like since COVID, for instance, there have been a lot of issues of even more delays in speech abilities, because children were growing up in an environment that was very isolated and didn't have the opportunity to practice around other kids their age. And again, in kind of compounded on that, or impacted social skills. Children were very isolated, and they didn't have that ability to grow and develop those abilities to work with other children.
I encountered a COVID child the other day, so to speak. I was getting my brakes checked, and the mother apologized. She's like, "I'm so sorry, my daughter is so shy. She's not used to this socializing," and she wasn't even used to her mom just talking to me. So we're seeing a lot of this. I mean, there are COVID children that were raised in isolation that have needs.
Yeah, my son was one of them.
Yep. So it's definitely been strange to kind of see how that's progressed and how that's affected the kids that were that age when all that was going on. And like Henry said, if they didn't have cousins or siblings or friends that they were in the house with growing up when we were going through all that, then we're seeing the results of that in what we do.
So if I'm a parent of a young child with these symptoms as young as 2, 3, where do I start? How do I get in touch with y'all?
So a bunch of different ways you can get a hold of us. Easiest way to go is to www.esc3.net. That's our website. We have our own special ECI tab there. You can call toll free to make a referral, 888-909-3512. You can find us on Facebook. Just let us know any way that we are able to help. But that is one additional point that we want to make sure that we stress, is that we can accept a referral for your child from anybody.
Okay.
concerned parents, family, friends, daycare workers. It does not specifically have to come from a doctor or a professional. As a parent, you are the authority on your child, and if you have concerns about that child, let us know and we'll do what we can to address them.
And we do everything up to age 3, so
Okay.
from birth.
From birth to age
like
3.
Even if you're, even if your doctor says, hey, we got something going on, and you're still pregnant, we can get the ball rolling before, so when the baby comes, we're ready to go. So it's 0 up to 3, we can provide services to a child who has those delays.
Well, we're going to have to get you back on the show later this spring. This is great to learn about this program, and I'm sure parents want to know more. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Thanks so much.
All right, well, coming up, don't go anywhere. We hear from more of our friends on Community Crossroads. We'll be right back.